my opponents, the ban on plastic is necessary. It is vital. It needs to be done. Thank you.
Alright, as we say, every day is Echoes of Expression. It is Sunday 3 p.m. and always Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. Benon Mukwaya is my name. I welcome you to this day when we have one of the best orators across the country as well across the world. We are going to listen from various people taking the world of public speech.
Nobody recognized her when decisions.
Is talent. Of what value is potential? What gain is in intelligence with no exposure? What to do with no ways to school? What to do with ideas and no tools?
Girl desperate for answers when life just wasn't going right. At first, I too struggled to understand why she chose to do it this way.
Before we go to public speech, allow me to give you some of the updates that have been throughout this week. First and foremost, the board, management and staff of UBC extend their heartfelt condolences to the family of the late Tamale Mirundi and join them in mourning of the loss, a veteran journalist and broadcaster who left an indelible mark on Uganda's media landscape. We remember his tireless dedication, fearless reporting, and the countless lives he touched through his stories. Our thoughts and prayers are with his loved ones, friends and colleagues during this difficult time. We say rest in peace, dear Tamale Mirundi. You have really inspired the young journalists to come forward and speak fearlessly. In our other update, our friends who have been watching us from Chitezi were affected by a landslide. This is a rubbish kind of landslide. Therefore, as Echoes of Expression, as U24 Television, we are deeply with you during this incredible, difficult time. The loss of all loved ones is never easy. And we believe that the sudden and strategic nature of this landslide can be especially devastating for those people who were there. So we are praying for you that you win this, you pass through this, because things are really tough. I had one of the stories that are really sorrowful. The lady was yet poisoning herself because of seeing nowhere to go with. Yes, then still the Uganda National Students Association, that is Debate, Poetry and Public Speaking Tournament, shall be hosted at Holy Cross Lakeview in Wanyange, Jinja City. Just days are coming closer. We want to see which school shall be the best among the rest. Still, last weekend I happened to visit the Debaters Club at Good Shepherd High School in Weyo Gerere. I happened to have a simple chat with the president of the club, who was happy to have Echoes team and U24 at their school. They were really hospitable in this. Let's take a little watch at this clip.
Hello all viewers of U24, my name is Laniero Desire, the president of the Writers and Debaters Club, Good Shepherd High School. Thank you so much for watching Echoes of Expression. So first and foremost, what do we have today? For all those who would want to know more about the Writers and Debaters Club, to be a member of the Debaters Club, you're supposed to have the self-esteem and confidence. To be a writer, you should have the art of poetry. So the Writers and Debaters Club nurtures you to have all those skills. First of all, you're going to have communication skills, good ones obviously. So this is going to help you because you know we need social capital. The social capital is good through good communication skills. So When you join the clubs, trust me, you're going to be so good. And I would like to take this opportunity and thank U24 for visiting our school. Thank you so much, Echoes of Expression. I am always logged on to U24. Keep it locked. Thank you so much.
Otherwise, thank you for watching Echoes of Expression. For those who have just joined us, Benon Mukwaya is my name. We are always here for entertainment, to learn with you, and also be with you as we get the platform of expression. Today, basically, as I told you, I'm going to show you best orators countrywide or worldwide. These are people who have engaged in various public speaking skills. They have won different tournaments, and to the best, they have traveled all countries to exhibit what they have. Remember, regardless of the age, we are here to give platform for every person to express him or herself. But before I go any further, the first poem is going to come from these young girls. These are girls that go to a certain school. As you shall see, they advocated for education of the girl child. Yeah, because future is determined by the way you handle this person right today. Therefore, my appeal to you students, my appeal to you pupils, and everyone, you should make sure that you fight for your right as a girl. As well, the boy child, you should fight for your right as a boy. As well, parents, teachers, let's try so hard to say that we help out these young ones reach their dreams. Let's slide into the world of poetry, spoken word, and public speaking. Keep on. This is Echoes of Expression.
In the olden days, to be born a girl was a curse. Yes, a curse. Nobody recognized her when decisions were made. A word from her was nonsense. The kitchen her office, a girl as if made to toil and suffer. Those days, are they gone? Girls still suffering. The majority left with lifetime injuries. Girl, oh girl, good food are taboo for her. A good child just like the father. A foolish one resembles the mother. Inheritance of a girl unheard of. This land for a boy child. But I am a child too. Poor daughters left to suffer. As sons go to school and inherit land, houses and cows. But remember, unknown are heights that a girl can reach. Given a chance, intelligence knows no sex. A girl's commitment surpasses intelligence. She's the first, dear, she's the first. Thank you for supporting a girl child. Thank you for giving us a bright future. Thank you for building confidence in us. For you we shall stand firm to complete our studies and come back to support us.
I do not think I am lucky. I do not think some breeze of fortune lost her way and wandered onto my palms, cause people like me don't get too many chances. People like me are born with too many inadequacies. People like me are constant acquaintances to inconveniences. See, youths like me are like walking currencies, sustainable entities, young, vibrant, talented, goal-oriented, passionate, compassionate. So what if we're good people? What if we're all of that and more? Then what to do with a basket full of limitations? What to do with aspirations in poor health and poor education? Tell me, how do you chase dreams on empty stomachs? Of what use is talent? Of what value is potentials? What gain is an intelligence with no exposure? What to do with no ways to school? What to do with ideas and no tools? What to do with a handful of dreams and a pinch of means for these dreams to come true? See, youths like me are like diamonds in the rug of unfavorable circumstances. We're like fertile lands with no seeds, dreamy houses with no doors, survivors to the core. See, I am not of riches, not of silverwares or golden spoons. See, I bloomed from doom. I was born in dirt, earth, mud and clay. So if today I am hurt, if today I get to be anything other than a liability to society, speak any language other than poverty, If today I get to have a say on behalf of people like me, I'd say that people like me don't get lucky. Because for people like me, luck is like a random sunshine, an eclipse of a blue moon, a compensation for a determined doom, and on this race for life, for growth, for the future, people like me need more than talent, more than motivation, more than ideas, more than potential, more than big hearts and big dreams. So we need means for these dreams to come true. Because people like me don't get lucky. We get help.
Invest in the youth. Invest in the present. We are the world.
All right, I think you've seen what I've told you. These are orators, young and old, trying to do it. This is Echoes of Expression, the only platform you have to express yourself. Remember, we have people who are just back from their holidays. How are you people? How are you doing? Go to our social media platforms, like, follow, and comment. Remember, we have our YouTube, hashtag Echoes of Expression on U24TELEVISION. Go there, subscribe the channel, and keep moving with it. We have TikTok handles, hashtag TikTok, hashtag MUKWAYABENON, hashtag Echoes of Expression. Go there, like and follow. Yeah, we are here just for you, to produce for you, and also to make you be there without any kind of boredom. It is Echoes of Expression. Let's slide into a very short commercial break. We are coming back.
You realize, my opponents, the ban on plastic is necessary. It is vital. It needs to be done. Thank you. Opponents, the ban on plastic is necessary. It is vital. It needs to be done. Thank you.
Well, thank you for watching. Once again, we are back for Echoes of Expression. I would like to take this opportunity to thank you, my viewer, for always being on. Thank you for loving, because we are really making it in space. And thank you for always be on U24. Remember to keep your environment clean. Never should you leave polythene bags anywhere. Never should you drop bottles everywhere. We are advocating for a clean environment. A pollution-free environment is a healthy environment, and as far as life is concerned, we have to be alive. Okay, let's continue with this.
Border stage. Beware. Yours is the kind of beauty this world loves to destroy. My mother said these words to me on her deathbed, but that was many years ago, and my mind was too fragile to comprehend the depth of her words. They only began to make sense when I turned 16, 6 years ago. 6 years ago, I walked past a border stage. Like a gazelle taking a sip of water from the crocodile-infested Nile River, my senses were aware and alert. It was a new and unfathomable feeling, and it's only now that I realize it was my instinct fighting to be heard. I walked slowly, though my feet were ready to run with the wind. Beads of sweat rippled down my back, and although I was no mind reader, I somehow knew their thoughts then. The men were like lions, eyes glued to my back, stalking their next meal. Every whistle and wink gave them away. It would be a matter of time before they would attack and prey. At the edge of a cliff of desperation, I began to pray. I prayed to the angels high above and the demons down below. To whoever was listening, come take me away. Never in my life have I felt so insecure and not sure of my own safety among fellow human beings. I tell myself the angels were too busy saving lives in Iraq to hear my cries, and the demons too entertained by the starving children in Sudan to pay attention to my minor tragedy. It was 6 p.m. on the 6th day of the 6th month. The sun had just set, the streets had just woken up, and the leaves danced to the wind. An old lady, fingers blackened with soot, sat in a corner roasting plantain and maize. Her wrinkles told a long story of a long journey of meandering footpaths of hardship. Age had taken its toll, but I could still see the young, beautiful woman that she once was. She could neither hear my cries or see my tears that day. I'd go on in a more elaborate, pathetic fallacy, but I'll save you the trouble and get right to the point. 6 years ago, 6 years ago, I was raped by not 1, 2, or 3, but 6 years ago, I was raped by 6 men at a border stage. But let's turn the page to a more recent tragedy. Today, where the female body has become target practice for mass terrorism. Men with small wrinkled guns in between their legs vandalizing divine gold mines. That's approximately 1.16 billion dysfunctioning robots enslaved by an infected sex drive roaming around the world calling themselves men. Now, this isn't a mere men are trash poem. It's a men are harsh poem. It's an all they do is take and crush poem. It's a ladies be warned poem. Ladies be warned because we are all at the border stage. Ladies, we are all at the border stage. The border stage where your skirt will never be long enough to protect you. Where scarring your beautiful is the only thing that can tame them, because we both know the police will never blame them. The border stage where the victim is convicted for being the victim. The border stage where you can't sit in a conference room filled with men without a sexual remark or an accidental ass smack. The beauty they say you possess seems to be more of a curse than a blessing. The border stage. You find yourself thirsty for liberation from those too thirsty for you. The Adam from whom you were made to be loved and equal will slap you in the face with an inferiority complex. Men. To the men. So I've heard that there's some of you, people like to call the chosen few, who are just and true. Come out of hiding, because honestly, I have lost hope. Life has become so paradoxic, so about the stereotype. Sorry, not sorry, this border stage is toxic, ladies. Ladies, it's better to be safe than sorry. Remember, yours is the kind of beauty. Yours is the kind of beauty this world loves to destroy.
Igqirha lendlela kuqongqothwane, igqirha lendlela kuthiwa nguqongqothwane. Contest chair, fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen. This song was made famous by Mama Africa, Miriam Makeba, and is also known as the click song. Igqirha, in my home language, isiXhosa, is the term for a traditional healer or diviner. The song tells us the story of the knock-knock beetle, uqongqothwane, as the diviner of the road. Igqirha lendlela. It is not uncommon for Black African cultures to use the services of a traditional healer to help God along, as my family often say. What is interesting, though, is that central to the analysis of a traditional healer is a tendency to throw blame on some or the other dark force as the cause of one's woes, giving scant regard to empowering the individual to do anything to change their lives. This was the case with my younger sister who went to visit Igqirha and was told that two of her friends were trying to bewitch her. Picture this. My sister and the Igqirha in the dimly lit, stuffy room. The smell of weeds, umuti, penetrating the air. Silence, as both are seated on the ground in anticipation of what the bones will reveal. Over the months that followed this revelation, I watched my sister become paranoid and suspicious, a victim who blamed witchcraft when things didn't go according to plan. Instead of helping her, the visit to the traditional healer had instilled fear in her. But what does all this have to do with you and your life? Have you ever been to see a fortune teller? Have you ever had your palm read? What about a tarot card reading? If you answered yes to even one of these questions, then you too have done it. You have at one point or another in your life gone to a place or a person in search of answers. My sister's visit to the traditional healer was about a young girl desperate for answers when life just wasn't going right. At first, I too struggled to understand why she chose to do it this way. But as Atticus Finch says in the novel To Kill a Mockingbird, you never really understand a person until you climb into their skin and walk around in it. I had to accept that this was her way of exploring the world as she perceived it at that point in time. You see, when you deny responsibility, you allow others power over your life, much like my sister did, and much like I think We all do. It was not until she made the decision to take responsibility that things started to change, that she got back her life and started to live her dreams. By challenging what the traditional healer had revealed, she made the choice to claim back her power. Responsibility talks to your ability to respond, to act in reply, to pledge, to rise to the occasion. When you take responsibility, you give the message that I am in charge. I attended a Toastmasters workshop, and one of the speakers, Mr. Khaled Matlakaitu, said the following: your life begins at the edge of your comfort zone. Now, these wise words resonate with me because you say things like, I just want to get out of my comfort zone. I want to develop and grow. I want to be stretched and challenged. And then what do? Nothing. It is only a brave few who say the same thing and then actually do something to grow. If you wish to be like these few, then the hardest thing you will have to do is to take that first step out of the comfort zone and take responsibility for your life. And when you do that, you will come to learn that you have got to stop making excuses. The simple truth is that the person who really wants to do something finds a way. The other person, well, they just find an excuse. Who will you choose to be? My sister made her choice, and today she's living her dreams, authentic and brave and beautiful. At the end of it all, this isn't about the bones or the lines on your palm. It isn't even about being right or wrong. It is simply about your ability to respond in light of your own life and how you see your life. It is about you taking charge. I challenge you to take that first step out of the comfort zone. I challenge you to heed the words of the Click song and become Igqirha Lendlela, a diviner on your own life journey.
All right, you've been a very, very, very great follower of the Echoes of Expression. I know you're back for holidays. Many people are watching us from different parts of the country. Love you, students. Thank you so much for being part of our programming, right from our good shows, nice and interesting, meals and requests, so enjoyed by many youths countrywide. Thank you so much for the follow. Echoes of Expression, we are always here Sundays 3 p.m. and Wednesdays at 10:30 a.m. Benon Mukwaya is my name, but before, remember to go to Goshen Fashions, room number M3194 to pick corporate wear, especially for the men of this generation. He's located there just opposite Mukwano Mall. Go there, you'll never regret. And lastly, remember that this last week we have been in Febudo. It has been so great partnering with you people. I love you so much. Bye.